Hello everyone, my name is Matt Soren and I welcome you in this ultimate guide/tutorial for Escape from Tarkov. But let's not waste time on further introductions and let's go straight to the business. So when you're gonna launch EFT for the first time, you're gonna see this screen. Here you can choose if you want to play as bear or as user. Currently this choice affects your character in a minor way. If you're gonna be using built-in game taunts and phrases, then as bear you're gonna speak them in Russian, but if you choose Yusek, all of them will be spoken in English. Also bear and Yusek have their own sets of clothing to choose from, but it's purely cosmetic. I personally prefer bears, but overall it doesn't really matter which one you're gonna choose, so don't overthink it. Next you're gonna see this screen. Here by pressing Escape from Tarkov we can go to raid, but for now let's press character to get into our stash. Depending which version of the game you bought, you're gonna have different starting items. If you don't have EOD edition you won't gonna have gamma container, you may have alpha or beta container. Also your stash size may be smaller, but it's not the most important thing. Here you can equip your character before the raids, mod your gear and so on. On the top left you can see few tabs. We are currently in gear tab. Now let's press overall. Here you can see how your character looks. Also we can see our stats. In health tab we can check our PMC's condition. If he has any fractures, bleeding, or some of his limbs are damaged or critically injured, we're gonna see it here. But for now he is at full health. In skills tab we can see our current level, how much experience we need to reach another one. Also we can check progress of various skills and what benefits do they give us. In map tab you can check your maps. As you can see I don't have any. In task tab you can check progress on your active quests for traders. For now let's get out from this menu and let's check our hideout. Here you'll be able to improve size of your stash. As you can see my stash is currently at level 4, its maximum size. There is many more stations in the hideout that you can upgrade, like shooting range, crafting station and so on. But at the beginning you should focus on improving your stash size, your med station, to increase your health regeneration and the rest space. But currently hideout isn't extremely important and you don't need to obsess about it. Now let's return to main menu and let's click on Traders tab. Here you can gain access to flea market, but it's available from level 5, so I won't gonna be talking about it right now. Let's quickly go through all the traders. So Prapor sells Russian military weapons, ammo and mods for them. Therapists sell meds, food, drinks, maps and also some containers. At Fence you can buy any items that other players have sold to him. At the beginning of the game it's the only place when you can buy equipment of higher tiers. Skier sells civilian variants of weapons, also some mods and ammo. Peacekeeper sells western weapons and equipment. The same goes for mechanic. Ragman sells apparel, headsets, helmets, body armor, vests, armored vests and most importantly backpacks. At the beginning you can't get access to Jagger, he's locked behind the quest, but he sells some hunting gear and some weapon mods and some other items that you may want to buy. Eventually you'll just have to unlock him. At the first time when you visit traders, all items will be black, like this one here. You must examine them, then you will be able to see it normally and buy them if you wish so. You will also gain some experience, and in the beginning you should go through all the traders and examine all of the items. Now we're gonna go for our first raid, but first we need to buy equipment for our PMC. So let's go to Prapor. We're gonna buy the cheapest PM handgun. We also gonna need 2 magazines, and 50 rounds of 9x18 ammo. Now we need to go to Ragman to buy a backpack. At level 0 we can buy only this one. Then we need to go to our character stash to equip all of it. You can either drag items to a proper slot or you can do it by holding Ctrl and pressing left mouse button. It doesn't work for all items. So for those we're gonna hold Alt and press left mouse button. Now we need to load magazines and put one round into the gun's chamber, and we are ready to go. Let's go to main menu, press Escape from Tarkov. We can choose between SCAF and PMC. We are choosing PMC. Now we need to choose map. We're gonna choose interchange and we're gonna do it in daytime. After that, press next, enable offline mode and enable PvE. After that, press ready and we're gonna see each other after mission loads. The game has loaded and we are now in the raid. On the right upper corner you can see my FPS. To check your FPS, press tilde key, then type FPS space 1. Enter, and now you also should be seeing your FPS. As you can see, I am currently displaying about 80 frames per second on this specification, but I'm also running OBS and some other programs in the background. Texture quality is set on high. I don't see real difference when I put textures on very high. However, if I put them lower, then graphics quality suffers and it doesn't give me that much FPS anyway. Shadows quality is set on low. Object load is set on the lowest. Overall visibility is set on lowest. Shadow visibility is set on lowest. Anti-aliasing is set on TAA. If I turn it off, then game looks pretty bad. Overall, this setting doesn't have much impact on the number of frames per second, so I like keeping it on TAA. Resampling is off. HBAO is off. SSR is off. Anisotropic filtering is set per texture. It's the same situation as with anti-aliasing. Turning it off doesn't increase my FPS, but keeping it at per texture makes game look prettier. I think game looks better that way. Lobby FPS is set on max. Game FPS is set on max. Z-blur is off. Chrome aberration is off. Noise is off. Grass shadows are off. Those settings work best for me. Game look pretty nice and I have decent FPS. If I would put everything on max, then I will get below 30 FPS on this map. In game settings you can set your field of view, mine is at maximum. Also you can change head bobbing setting. I don't really care about it, but some people don't like it when it's set on the maximum. It makes them sick, so check it for yourself. I haven't changed any graphic settings, but somehow now I have below 70 frames per second, when just few minutes ago I had 80 frames per second in the same spot. It's most likely because some scavs have spawned on the map. If that was real raid, then there would be some other players on the map and my FPS would go down even more. But for now, let's go back to our PMC. By pressing tab you can open inventory screen. Now we're gonna try to shoot few bullets. If you want to know how much ammo is left in the magazine, you need to press Alt T, and in right lower corner you're gonna see how much ammo is left in the magazine and what type of ammo you are using. To reload, press R. We're gonna shoot few more shots. And again we're gonna check number of rounds left in the magazine. Because I leveled up mag drilling skill on my PMC, we are able to see exact number of bullets left in the magazine. But usually game doesn't tell you exactly how much bullets do you have. Instead you're gonna see something like nearly full, almost half, nearly empty and similar. Now our backup magazines are almost empty, so I'm opening inventory and I'm refilling them with the loose rounds that I have there. Congratulations, you have completed this part of tutorial and now you are trained killing machine. Let's go search for some scavs to show them how good we are. But while searching for scavs, we also gonna be searching for loot, because we need loot to make money. Additionally, it's good to find some food and drinks during the raid to keep our hydration and energy level high. Okay, I have found scavs. And this is how you kill them. they are down. It may have looked easy, but believe me that it isn't. Most new players will have really hard time against the scavs, especially when you are using pistol and you are fighting them at daytime. But for now let's search them and take any loot that we can use or sell. Now I'm gonna be changing my sound settings. I'm gonna be changing interface volume to 1 bar. You can even turn it off, because when in raid and you are searching through killed scavs, because of interface sounds, you may not be able to hear when someone is closing to you, and you may simply die because of that. Okay, we killed some scavs, we got loot. Now I want to extract from a mission. So I'm double tapping O, but my FPS counter is blocking my view, so I'm turning it off by typing FPS 0. Again I'm double tapping O, and as you can see we can extract either from Emercon checkpoint or power station. I will be going for Emercon, but on the way I'm gonna be looting any containers that I'm gonna find. Who knows, maybe that way I'm gonna find some quest items or something really valuable like a Bitcoin. But anyway, looting is a big part of this game. This is how you make money in Escape from Tarkov. And this is how you should be using offline mode in this game. Just choose map that you would like to play on, equip some gear that you would like to use in normal raid. You don't need to worry about losing it, because in offline mode you can't lose your gear. This is basically tutorial mode for this game. Remember to enable PvE, so the scavs will spawn on the map. This will help you learn combat in this game, explore the map, learn player spawning areas, extract points, learn where are scavs spawning points, kill some scavs, loot them, explore map to find where loot spawns, fill your inventory with best loot you can find, and try to successfully extract from a mission. You won't be able to keep any gear that you found in this raid. However, you should do that to prepare yourself for a real raid. If you think that you have learned map enough, you can now go to another step, which is a scav raid. So we are back in the main menu. Let's click on Escape from Tarkov. This time we're gonna choose a scav. Scav equipment is chosen randomly by the game, so your scav will have different equipment than mine. Since I was practicing on interchange, I'm gonna go to interchange once again during the daytime, so you will be able to see what I'm doing, and we are ready to go. After raid starts, I'm checking what equipment do I have, what type of ammo I'm using. I'm looking through the area, maybe there are some players or scavs to kill, but instead I have found 2 dead scavs and 1 dead player. They have a lot of equipment on them, so I'm just looting them. I hear a lot of shots nearby, but since I have already found pretty decent gear, there is no point for me to search for someone to kill. So instead I'm going to the nearest extract point. On the way, of course, I'm looting what I can, since I still have some room in my inventory, and there's always a chance that I'm gonna find some better quality loot. When I'm near the exit, someone shoots at me. But instead trying to fight him, I'm just running for the exit. There is no point to risk all of the gear that I have. It's better just to extract. And I was able to do so. That was pretty quick raid. I did almost nothing. But yet I have tons of loot on me. Now let's put all of this gear into our stash. You can do it quickly by holding Ctrl and clicking left mouse button on the item that you wanna move. Then press next, and we are back in the main menu. Now I'm gonna show you how to sell items to traders to get highest prices from them. First I need to disassemble all the guns. As you can see, I don't have enough room in my inventory, so I need to sell some of my items. First I'm going to Skier. He has best prices for clothing, armor, weapon parts and mods. So I'm just gonna sell anything that I can to him. Then I'm going to Therapist. She has the best prices for meds, foods, drinks and barter items. After that I'm going to Mechanic and I'm selling remaining items to him. If you have grenades, you can sell them to Prapor. If you have melee weapons or heavily damaged armor, you can sell them to fans. That way we just made about 350,000 rubles from just one raid, easy money. You can also sell items to Peacekeeper. He buys most of the things, he has pretty good prices, but he pays you in dollars. And who wants dollars those days? World runs on rubles, as you all know. Remaining traders have terrible prices, so it's best to avoid them. So making money as scav is pretty easy. You don't risk anything, because as scav you don't pay for your gear, you get it for free, and anything that you can extract with you can keep or sell. But you can't play as scav all the time. Currently there is 20-minute cooldown for a scav raid. When the game first came out it was 30 minutes, later they changed it to 10 minutes and now it's 20. It can be reduced by building some upgrades in the hideout, but overall currently scav raids are pretty imbalanced and most likely they will be changed in the future, but for now it is what it is. If you have followed my advice and you trained on the map that you like, you know the layout, you know where scav spawns, where are the extract zones, you were able to successfully extract in offline mode, and as a scav you are ready to go for real deal. For that we need to equip our PMC. I'm gonna be choosing the same gear that I was using in tutorial. It's basically the cheapest starting gear that you can use. You don't need to worry about losing it because it's so cheap that even if you die 10-20 times in the row, you still won't gonna go bankrupt. Of course I'm not forcing you to use that gear. You can choose any gear with which you feel comfortable. Now we're gonna be choosing map. Since I was practicing on interchange, I'm going to interchange. Overall it's the best map in the game. It might be not the easiest map to learn, it wasn't easy to learn for me, but overall it's the most balanced map that allows you to play in any style you want. It's good for daytime and nighttime raids. I'm gonna be choosing daytime raid, but actually I prefer to play in the nighttime. And if daytime raids are too hard for you, then try playing in nighttime. Maybe it will be better for you. Now I'm gonna be insuring items. It doesn't cost much, but very often you will get back those items if you died in the raid, and even if you don't gonna be using it later, you can always sell it. Now we are ready to go. Let's do our first real raid. First thing that I'm doing after the raid starts is searching for loot. Sometimes I'm rushing into the building because I don't want to be caught off guard by players when I have only pistol, but from my current spawn point I don't need to worry about that, so I'm looting and I'm putting the most valuable items into my gamma container. Of course I'm not running like a total idiot, I'm checking my surrounding from time to time, I'm keeping my head low. After that I'm going into building, searching for scav to kill, but there's none here, so I'm looting a little more, and then I'm just rushing toward the exit because I'm searching for someone that will kill me. Because I want to show you something. Okay, I died, but I still got some experience for this raid. And now let's go to our stash. As you can see, I still got all items that I put into the gamma container. If I would sell them right now, I would make about 40,000 rubles. The equipment that I bought for this raid costed me about 10,000 rubles, but even that I died, I still made a profit. Some of those items that I got from raid aren't actually worth selling, because at the beginning of the game you can't buy any good backpack. The only way to get them is to exchange hard drive for MSBS backpack with Peacekeeper. Of course you can always go into raid and search for a scav to kill and take his backpack, but sometimes you are not able to find any scav, and even if you find scav and kill him, he may not have a backpack. So it's better to get some decent backpack before the raid. If you died in the raid, like I just did, your character will be wounded. As you can see, I have only about 1/3 of my hit points, so at this point you can do two things. First is to allow your PMC to regenerate, but it's gonna take a moment. In the meantime you can go for scav raid, or maybe you want to practice more in offline mode. But if you want immediately go again into the raid, at the beginning of the game it is pretty expensive. You will need to spend about 12,000 rubles to completely heal your PMC, or you can choose cheaper way and heal only your vital points, that is chest and head. I'm gonna be choosing the second option. I have equipped my PMC once again, but this time I'm gonna be taking with me bigger backpack. Again, I got the same spawn as the last time, so I'm taking the same route. On the way I'm drinking and eating to keep my hydration and energy high. Also, the more you eat and drink, the faster you are leveling your metabolism. I haven't found scavs at the entrance, so I'm just looting, and since I have found pretty decent gear, I'm not searching for a fight. Since my PMC has only the worst pistol and I'm playing in daytime, it would be pretty stupid of me to go search for players. Instead, it's better to loot, and there's always a chance that I'm gonna meet PMC or player scav on the way. But in this raid I haven't seen anyone. I did hear a lot of shots in central area of the map, but I would just died if I went there. Instead, I'm just going for extract. I got pretty decent loot, a little of experience. You're gonna get much more experience from successful raids than from raids in which you died. At the beginning, it's really important to level your PMC to level 5 as fast as possible, because then you're gonna unlock the flea market, and from there game changes pretty drastically. At this point, you should know everything that you need to reach level 5 on your own. I'm gonna continue this guide/tutorial in the next episode, when I'm gonna explain how to play, how to level up, how to trade, how to do quests, and so on after you unlock flea market. That will be all for now. Like, comment and subscribe. Take care. Matt Soren, signing out.